Some memories don't fade. They wait for the right light to find you again. My name is Elena, and I came back to this town for work, not ghosts. At least, that's what I told myself as the train curved along the Spanish coast, the sea flashing silver beneath the evening sun. The Festival of Lights was in full swing. Fireworks, laughter, music spilling from every street. I was here to write an article. Nothing more. The air smelled like salt and fried almonds, the kind of scent that drags you back decades whether you want it or not. I followed the crowd toward the plaza, notebook in hand, pretending not to feel like a stranger in the town I once called home. And then I saw her, Isabel, standing under a string of lanterns, her hair shorter now, streaked with gray, but her posture the same, calm, deliberate, impossible to mistake. She was talking to someone, laughing, but when her eyes lifted and found mine, the sound around us fell away. 30 years collapsed into one heartbeat. I froze. She didn't. She walked toward me, slow, unhurried, like she'd expected this. Elena, she said. My name came out as if she'd been practicing it. Isabel, I managed. You look older, she interrupted, smiling. It's allowed. The fireworks cracked above us, showering color across her face. I wanted to say something clever, something safe, but the years had stripped me of both. What are you doing here? She asked. Working, a travel piece. And you? Running the festival. I never left. Of course she hadn't. Isabel always belonged to places. I belonged to departures. The band started playing on the steps, people dancing in the square. She gestured toward the lights. You should see the view from the pier, she said. It's quieter. We walked there together, two silhouettes moving through the noise and color. The sea stretched out before us, black and glittering. I read your articles sometimes, she said. You still write the way you used to talk, like everything's almost true. And you still look at people like you're about to remember them, I said. She laughed, the same low sound that once made me forget whole afternoons. When the last firework bloomed above the water, she turned to me and said softly, Do you ever think about what we were supposed to be? I looked at her, the reflection of light trembling between us. Every time the sky goes dark. The pier emptied slowly, leaving only the smell of smoke and salt. Isabel leaned on the railing, her reflection rippling in the black water below. The music from the square drifted faintly through the night, a slow waltz, out of tune but tender. I used to come here after school, she said, to think, or to avoid thinking. I remember, I said, you'd throw stones into the sea and tell me they were wishes. She smiled. None of them came true. Maybe you threw them too hard. The air between us carried something familiar, not romance, not nostalgia, but that quiet electricity that happens when memory becomes too close to touch. You never wrote about this place, she said. No one would believe it, I answered. Too many ghosts. And me? She asked. Would they believe me? They'd think I made you up. Her gaze held mine, steady, curious, and a little sad. You always did, she said. A gust of wind lifted her hair. The scent of her perfume, faint, warm, unchanged, brushed past me like a sentence I hadn't finished reading. I thought I'd forgotten you, I whispered. You didn't, she said simply. The waves below struck the rocks in slow rhythm, like applause for something we couldn't name. She reached out, tracing the worn wood between us with her fingertips. You know, she said softly, some people spend their lives chasing what we had and never find it. And others spend their lives pretending they never had it at all, I replied. Her eyes flickered with something, regret, maybe gratitude. Which one are you? I'm still deciding. We stood there, two middle-aged women suspended in a moment that refused to belong to the past. The festival lights flickered behind us. The sea whispered below. "Stay for the morning," she said finally. "There's coffee on the square, and peace before the crowds return." I nodded, though we both knew she wasn't talking about coffee. When I woke before dawn, the sky was a muted violet, the last lanterns swaying above the water. Isabel sat beside me on the pier, wrapped in her coat, watching the horizon. Without looking at me, she said quietly, "Do you think it's possible to love someone twice in one lifetime?" I hesitated, then answered, "Only if you never stopped the first time." She turned, smiled, tired, knowing, beautiful in the half-light. And as the sun broke over the sea, I realized some nights aren't meant to be remembered. They're meant to be relived.